Good day, everybody. Welcome to episode 7 of the second part of the Rimatomics Rimefeller. And just like I have announced in the last episode, we have struck oil. We are now having officially a up and running oil drilling and refining facility. And well, I made a tutorial out about that. If you want to check it out, you'll find it in my channel. Long story short, we can produce here camp fuel over the cracker, and the cracker can produce synthylene and synthred out of the camp fuel at this point. I also installed a camp fuel power plant, which will consume some oil and provide a big surplus of power for us. Plus that, a geothermal reactor, and overall, I think the segment tribe is now having a good amount of power. So we're going to need a new research project because I didn't research at all during the building process of this facility, and it took quite some days. So in the process of making the tutorial, I actually disabled the threat level of the storyteller to make sure that this series doesn't suffer in its tension level. So yeah, we're getting back into the action, and I'm not sure what to research next. So in the oil production, I am now at a level where I would need the fabrication technology to research deeper. We can research napalm or artificial flooring. Artificial flooring is, I don't know what. I think it's made out of synthylene. Come on, let's research that. These are nice colors. Okay. Apart from that, we really grew big. And the worst fallout of the catastrophes of the past have settled down. And yeah, we're really at a good spot at this moment. The corpses of the past have been burned. There are only the precious mechanoids left. I should actually call them out for disassembling now. And yeah, we're producing camp fuel. We should be producing camp fuel. Why are we not producing camp fuel? Can somebody tell me? We have oil stored. Yeah. With this thing, somebody has to activate it from time to time. So is there actually an oil? I have a nuclear rider, but do I have an oil rider? I don't seem to have one. Okay. Oh well, I'm going to annoy people from time to time. And I also didn't finish the fortifications because I wanted to keep game relevant things or series relevant things out of the tutorial. So that's all we missed. What happened to these guys? Why are they so roughed up? I don't know. Springtime fever still has me deeply in its grip, so my voice is still suffering a little bit from that. But this can't keep me down from playing more Rimworld and recording for you guys. But yeah. This year's spring is quite brutal for me. Hay fever wasn't that evil every year. Okay, but enough of that. What to do next? I think my food stocks should be replenished at this point. I'm only having chocolate and a few potatoes in the freezer. I'm having stupendous amounts of cloth. And I really mean stupendous amounts. So I should possibly do more out of all that cloth. I had a throne room in my mind anyways, and as far as I remember, yeah, they are fine carpeting. Okay, wonderful. We're going to build a throne room today. Let's go. I had a little something in my mind like this. So, some animal got ill. What a pity. Okay, I don't want to overdo this throne room at this point, so going to start out small. The Great Dane number 4 got ill. What about my animals, though? Oh, he's my only animal. Dang it. Yeah, there were a lot of horrible battles in the past. Okay. Wait a sec. This is meant to be unroofed, my friend. There we go. They were about to put a roof over this area. I don't want to do that. Okay. Good old Rarazotus is already added. Oh, we have found steel. Wonderful. I mean, it's not like I'm having trouble with steel. I actually have a lot of steel available right now. But let's be completely honest with ourselves. There is no such thing as having too much steel in Rimworld. I never managed to. Okay. I'm having fun with this steel surplus by dropping down some turrets here and there. We're going to do something like this for now. Since I'm having so many units of cloth available, we're going to construct a little bit of defense with these sandbags. There we go. Yeah, this will provide raiders some defense as well if they want to, but they have to get that close first. So I'm going to drop down some power conduits here. Forgot those in the planning process. Silly me. Okay. No fun without power. Let's go for some subsurface conduit over here. And expand the power to this direction. Okay. Let's build some copies of that. I want one here and one there, and basically copying the same basic formation as I had on the other side. That's nothing too good. It's mediocre, but it'll provide me some protection. So obviously we're having a need of power here as well. So let's expand that. Okay. Ah, Jackie now will flip the switch, and there's chem fuel. Oh. I didn't realize that having a chem fuel pump would constantly make an output happening of this storage container. I don't want that, actually. So we're going to uninstall the pump. As soon as I have some constant use for the chem fuel, this thing would output, sure, why not? But since I don't have that right now, and I don't have a fuel storage yet either, so let's change that. So I want chem fuel with a important delivery over here. This is just some basic measure to make sure that we're going to have the chem fuel at a spot where it can't do any damage. There I was. I just wanted to build a little throne room, and then suddenly a wild steel wild steel vein appears. Yeah, well, I'm not sure if my colony is fit for the demands of all these people at this point. I think I have to expand with some basic necessities of life, like a new toilet area and stuff like that. I'm already thinking about another expansion of toilets and bathing rooms in this area here. At the same time, I'm considering to install some guest wing into this side of the mountain. So these are my future plans. Since the fortifications are up and running, the oil production is up and running, we're making really good progress. So the only thing I'm now needing is to keep myself alive and provide this colony with some proper setup to accommodate royals. That would be some bigger goal for me as well, because right now we are sitting at a very, very good spot. Give me a sec, my friends. Better. What good is a nose if there's no air flowing through it, you know? Okay. So let's check out the colony at this point. I want to have some animals back, so let's head into the wildlife. There are still the alpha beavers going loose here. Horses, only female. Elephants, only one specimen. I could go for wildebeests. Why not? Come on, let's try that. We're going to tame a few of those. What can go possibly wrong? And this throne room won't see a stone flooring. I'm going to do a carpet flooring, or maybe I'm going to mix that. But I really need to do more carpeting. I just noticed that I'm having a severe flood of cloth. I could do some useful clothing out of that, couldn't I? So, how about that? We're going to make some royal clothes out of the cloth. Okay. Suspend those until we have configured them completely. I want to have 5 of each. And I only want them made out of cloth. So this will clear out my cloth storage as well. And there we go. Who's cooking so fine here? A lot of people. Whatever. They'll survive. So, at this point, the Sekhmet tribe is finally dismantling the beasts of the past. I like this. We have come far. We have come far. So, I'm going to hunt this little elephant there. Who's going to hunt that? Stork is having... Let's send Stork and Transazen. Good old buddies. Let's send them on a hunt. They should be able to deal with an elephant. There we go. I'm actually always quite happy once the elephants go into revenge, because it's the point where it gets easier to kill them, because they stop running away from you. Ooh, there's a lot of steel here as well. This map is quite good when it comes to steel. Why are they so messed up? Well, whatever. Come on, friends. Oh well. I have hundreds of components at this point, and the plus steel is what matters. I'm too rich to care about this at this point. That's how decadent we got here. Okay. I really need some storage solutions for the future as well. The segment tribe is growing now out of its old borders. But, well, I had a well-defended megabase in mind anyway, so that's pretty good. I'm going to use these structures we're producing right now in the future as a backbone. Consider it as a inner ring of defense. The outer ring will be much more massive and brutal. That's at least what I have in mind. So, the chem fuel power plant is happily producing. I'm really considering dropping down another one. Let's try the large one. It's consuming a huge amount of steel. Considering how much steel I have, I just really want to know how much power we're going to get out of that big boy. So let's do that. But I don't like how I placed that guy. So I'm going to do it like that. Whatever. I'm going to connect a pipeline over there. 800 steel into one building project. That's sick, isn't it? But, I mean, I have the personnel right now to get jobs like these done. Or finishing things in an amazing speed. Okay. Supports for Waffendale. I would increase my standing with the Eastern Herome. Oh well. A standing increase with people is very useful in one meaning that we're going to be able to call for help if necessary. Don't underestimate the power of the plea for help. Oh, never mind, Rico. You can do really powerful things with that. Especially sacrificing your friends' forces to initiate a fight on psychic drones and other nasty things on your map is a very, very handy thing I did in the past with great success. So, the downside of that, these guys want recurve bows. Come on, recurve bows! Can't you want something agreeable? Something. There's no way to replace the wood in the recurve bow by anything else. Damn. Yeah, well. I'm going to replace that smithy. Oh, I can replace it. So we're going to have to deconstruct that. Yeah, whatever. Well, as much as I want to get rid of a little bit of cloth, I can't really get myself to put down a cloth carpet on the floor of my machining and smeltering room. That sounds not smart. Like, really not smart. Okay. Furnitures. Synthylene throne. A plastic throne. Huh, hell no. We're going to do a jade throne. How much do we need for that? 125. It's actually quite easy to do. I'm going to build 2 of them because it looks more beautiful. And I have more than enough jade to sustain that. Okay, we're going to use some normal flooring for now. The wild beast cow is angry for the attempt to tame her. We should have known. Okay. Whatever. We're going to go for a fine carpeting here. I want that. Okay, so Sir Humps somehow lost his plasma sword. I don't know how the heck that happened, but it happened. And it really makes me sad. But, well, I'm quite happy that he's still alive at this point. Come on, Rorizotus, what's that, what's that supposed to be, in terms of help here? It's Sir Humps. Don't be like that. Okay. We're going to need a better weapon for Mr. Humps because this can't be seriously what we're fighting with. A steel knife. This is not naked brutality. So he should at least take the steel combat knife. Because there's a big difference in DPS there. But apart from that, I can't agree with him using such a weapon there. Okay. So my turret projects are coming along super quick. I'm very happy with the speed things are happening here. Who's a good doctor? Kim, of course. Good old Kim. Good old lifesaver Kim. But, well, going to send Noriko. Oh no, Pheasant is doing that. Okay. Yeah. Come on, the North Wing is really shining in a new light at this point. Going to drop down some more beautiful furniture. Let's drop some chalk furniture into here because I want to add some white elements into that. Let's drop some white drawers into this. Everybody gets a drawer now. It's drawer time. Okay. I didn't do too much about these rooms for a long time because I had other projects in mind. So, in terms of power production, oil is really badass. I can't put it to different words. It's just insane. Why does this guy have no power? Because of this. Okay. Can't allow that. Okay. So the most beautiful thing about that is I'm having a opportunity to produce fiber and building materials now. So we're quite self-sufficient at this point. Okay, synthylene floorings are researched. So are they lined up here? No? Why not? I thought I'm having them now. Or are they here? Ah, there they are. So these are needing syntholine. Cool. Oh man, that's a nice assortment of different floorings. So we're faking it with plastic. Wonderful. Wow. Humps is making the animals super angry. So I hope he's going to be able to live through that. But yeah. I guess he does. For him it's a quite good fighting training, after all. Or, you know what? We're going to rescue that beast. Maybe we're going to be lucky and we're going to tame the wildebeest while doing so. And besides some bruises, Sir Humps is not suffering any injuries there. Okay. I want to hunt one of those giraffes when I'm having such a wonderful opportunity here. If they go on manhunting revenge, it's going to be a very short fight for the giraffe. So there we go. Moss revenge. Wow. So, oh no, Rorizotus, flee! Flee, you fool! Let the turrets handle that. There we go. Okay, one more to go. I just kited a little bit back and forth to divert the attention of the giraffe away from my turrets. So I guess we have food for a while. And I don't know how much leather. 120 per animal and 360 meat. So I just made a plus of 1,480 meat. Not bad. Or no, even more. Lots of meat. 360 times 4 is 1,200. Yeah, 140. It's actually right. Okay. So, does someone treat that thing? Yeah, Stork does. Okay. Maybe that's a way to tame the wildebeest bull. Who knows? Meanwhile, I'm really curious about the amount of power being provided by a big camp fuel power plant. 850 work units are left for that one, so it's going to take a while. Alright, but I'm producing way more oil than I use, so that's good. Alrighty, let's keep going. Ah, this place is so dirty. We need to clean up more. But the animals are not allowed in these zones. Why is it still so dirty? So, place. Expand forbid riding area. Yeah, we want to expand the forbid riding area to these areas here. Don't want that stuff too dirty. So I'm going to have a few mount drop spots here and there. There we go. I hope this will work this time a little bit better than the last time. Who needs treatment? Sir Humps needs treatment. Well, why I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because it usually takes ages if you don't take care by yourself of the wounds of your colonists. The average response time of your colonists is a disaster. If Sir Humps would have been in real danger, I would have micromanaged that on my own anyways. So... that's a wacky amount of meat. Hey! So, Sir Humps followed his usual style of life. First, he beat the wildebeest bull to a pulp, and then he tamed it. That's just how life goes with Sir Humps. Let's see. Maybe he starts a brawl with the next wildebeest cow. Who knows? Wow, this guy has a 34% chance to tame these animals, and yet he has started 2 fights with the animals. 3. That's insane. Okay, the poor guy now needs help. This is going to be a little bit too much for him. Wow. These wildebeests. Insane. It's really insane. Okay, I don't want pheasant in that selection, so I'm going to send a little bit of backup for Humps. Because he was... this is not the first fight he got into today, and somehow, I don't know. Maybe he's going to be fine just on his own, but I'll rather send help before he's in danger. Okay, he knocked over the first guy. And now he needs rescue. Don't worry, Sir Humps. Rescue is on its way. There we go. I kind of expected something like this. The Shining Building. Okay, so we have to build a big building. Metallic materials, marble blocks. Do I have marble blocks in that amount? Do have Creole marble. I also have regular marble in large amounts. Wonderful. Wood, yes. Siltstone blocks. That's charnocite. There's siltstone. Well, I don't have as much siltstone as I would like to, but I think I could acquire some more units of that if necessary. So, yeah. What would we get for that? We would, get into big trouble if we get that thing destroyed. That's a sunblocker, a countdown activator, 5 capsules, 2 drop beacons, 3 assemblers, a total of 8 turrets. Holy crap and Christ, you don't want to mess around with that. Oh, we have a masterwork here. With Arid. I like Arid. 1 by Rarazotis. So, this furniture is engraved with an image of Rarazotis Pro, inscribing her name on a septic tank while smiling proudly. Seriously? A large group of tailors marvel at the septic tank. If you squint your eyes, the vertical composition of the image reveals the outline of a group of hares. This portrayal tells the story of Rarazotis finishing the construction of a septic tank. Yeah, I know these things the tanks got shut down by the raiders during a big attack on our colony. Yes, I know it was kind of like something special, but come on. An entire artwork about a... Yeah, whatever. I've said my part about that. Okay. It'll sure attract more people trying to destroy our septic tanks again. That's for sure. Okay. I'm going to finish that chem fuel power plant and slowly starting to call this episode off to its end at this point. 16k. Yum. I don't know how much there we go. Also needs a connection, of course. I don't know how much chem fuel I produce a day, but I know that this will keep my base running for a quite long time with quite a lot of things. Nice. I also have the option of drilling the oil well. I mean, the oil well can get up 400 liters a day. So, how is the transformation ratio? That's a very interesting question. Does anybody have an idea? How much chem fuel I get out of 1 unit of oil? That would be an interesting question. I don't know, actually, but whatever might be the case, I'm pretty sure that I can afford to have these two guys running. So, yeah. Whoa! The wildebeest cow. Let's not let it spoil. It's time to say thanks for watching. I appreciate comments or thumbs up or subscriptions to my channel if you want to support me and my work. I don't mind if you don't. I'll just hope you come back for the next episode when I don't know what happens next. But, yeah. See you guys next time.